putting in your subconscious. You subconsciously start speaking to people a certain way to bring whatever reality you want for yourself, like everything, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, if you were thinking all these things, like, oh, these are problems, you're going to end up, like, interacting with people to bring more problems in your life, you know? But if you're thinking all the time, like, solution, your mind's just immediately, when you see a problem, they're like, oh, there's a broken vase. Okay, how can we fix it? What's the solution? How can I take this up? Do I have to get a new one? Like, you're thinking about all the problem solving, you know? Not the problem, the self-doubt and the problems and shit, you know? And moving on to the next part, like, going back to it, like I said, the body is going to follow suit, you know? The mind is where you need to focus first. You, bro, in your mind, bro, when you were going 6 days a week, 2 hours a day, bro, sometimes you say multiple times a day, right? Bro, your mind must have been like, okay, this is exactly what I want, you know? Mm-hmm. Your mind must have said it's this or nothing, you know? Exactly. Because otherwise, if you were kind of like, well, yeah, it would be nice to get in shape, and like, I kind of want to do it, you wouldn't be in there 6 days a week.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you would be half-assing it. You would be doing like maybe a couple crunches a day. You know what I'm saying? Going to the gym, like not really putting your all in it, like whatever, you know? And so, like, the key is, especially, like, I would say, like I said, I wanted to ask you this too. Like, my keys for staying in shape or getting in shape would be dietary supplementation, what are you eating, as well as rest, like, and I guess the alcohol falls in what you're eating, and, like, I guess the biggest thing would be consistency and I don't want to say cardio because it's not super essential to do cardio, but I would say just staying active, you know, staying active in some way, shape, or form. Like I lack on my cardio too.
Right.
But like for you, what are the top things? Get it in shape, you know.
Okay, for me, it's like choose a specific diet because you gotta have a goal first in mind to what you want to achieve, what you want your body to look like. Okay. So it's figure out the goals you're trying to achieve. You gotta want it. So for me, it's like figure out what exactly that you figure out how your body wants to look like. Okay, and then when you do that, and then for me, it's like pretty much it's sleep. I think sleep is very important for me, honestly. Because I remember I used to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. I woke up at 3 to 4 a.m. That's the goal mindset. My body was so immune to waking up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to go to the gym, bro. And I was waking up 3 to prep food, cook my meat, bro. Prep my meat, season them before I cook them and stuff. Put in the refrigerator and come back after the gym, bro. It was like a replay. It's like watching a movie over and over again, right? Because it's the same thing you're doing. I was doing the same thing. You know, just going to bed early, it actually helped me get my mind going, get me to focus to what I want to do. Because I wasn't all over the place. You know, it's just, I was determined. I was committed. You gotta be committed to what you want to achieve or what you want your body to look like. Okay? And the third one for me is for me it's like how long you gonna be in the gym for?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, like the time you put in the gym. I see people going in the gym just sit in the treadmill for 30 minutes and they go home. I've seen that. Okay, so for me it's more about 45 minutes to an hour. 2 hours was kind of overkilling it, honestly. 45 minutes to an hour, you know, unless you want to go for, you know, being Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't want to look like this dude and then you going for the Olympic, right? Because this thing like the way you in competition, being the Olympic. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Oh, the bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding Olympics, bro. So if that's your goal and your mindset and that's what you want to achieve and that's what you want to do, then by all means do it. You know, but you just gotta remember, it's just everything is consistency is one too, because sometimes I remember I never skip a day, bro. I never skip a day. There was a point in my life to where I was so addicted to working out, bro. I was eating out of dumbbells at my house on the kitchen table. I was eating and curling the dumbbells, bro. Like, no lie. It sounds funny for sure, but it was insane. It was insane, bro.
That just is a funny ass visual.
Yo, I was eating, right? And I'm over here just curling 20-pound dumbbell, bro, on the kitchen table. My mom's like, "What are you doing?" You know? So it was, dude, it was crazy. Like, I was a fanatic type of guy, bro.
It's better to be a fanatic, an extremist, than to be a fucking half-asser. You know what I'm saying? To half-ass shit.
Dude, it was insane. Like, I couldn't stop, bro. It was, I don't know what changed. I don't know. I want to go back, but I don't want to be that crazy, though.
I'll tell you what changed is your priorities, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you see, maybe because Marty's so close to it, you know, and it's his life, it's hard for him to see, but as an objective viewer, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at least from what it sounds like to me, it's like probably around the same time you started not only just really thinking about settling down, like getting married, you know what I'm saying? Like, because from what you said earlier, like you were doing a lot of this because not just to flex, but because you saw the female attention that it could get you, you know? You saw that shorties, you know what I'm saying? And I will tell you the God honest truth. Women like a man who's in shape.
Yeah.
You know, women in general will look at you different. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your chest poking out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? If your arms a little swollen, like whatever it is, like if you got that pump going, like girls are like, oh shit, like. And even another thing is like when you work out, you increase your testosterone.
Yeah.
You know? Exactly. So, and you people don't know, testosterone is not only a hormone, but it actually translates to a pheromone as well. So you release pheromones, for the people who don't know, are basically like how in animal kingdoms when they release a gas, like skunks release a gas to scare off predators. You know, certain bears and deers release a gas when it's mating season. You know, that's why it's not dangerous to be around bears and shit when it's mating season. And like deers, like because they'll try to fuck up other like niggas and shit. They lock antlers, like when you ever see a video. It's because they're picking up on this pheromone. And so women, like shorties, pick up on testosterone pheromones. You know, if you have higher levels of testosterone, like you're literally just like, I know it sounds corny and shit, but you're literally more of like a shit magnet. You know what I'm saying? Girls literally
that's so true. Yeah,
I'm like, and I was like, what I was saying really is like, what probably changed is like your priorities. You know, like you were looking at it not like, okay, I need to be talking to shorties. Like, oh shit, we got a surprise guest.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. But yeah, no, you were looking at it not only like, okay, I gotta be like doing this shit I'm like putting on for other niggas for shorties. Like, you were like, okay, well, now I have a wife, you know?
Right.
Like, you're like, your priorities change, you know? You're like, okay,
exactly.
Am I really doing, like, why am I doing this, you know? I'm not trying to get that anymore, you know? I'm not. Right. And so, like, probably, like, some of the key reasons why you were doing it didn't align with exactly, like, your exact motivations anymore, you know? You were probably looking more at future success.
Exactly.
Financial security, you know?
Right.
Things that are a little more practical, like.
Exactly.